Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Pass to Morant. Here's Adams, out to Brooks, outside Jackson. Back to Brooks. It's rebounded by Paul. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Here's Bain. Phoenix able to drain the three. Shot clock at 6. Johnson against Jackson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Booker's shot is good.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Bain on the follow. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ball against Morant. Paul, no one around him. Again, Phoenix.
And Chris Paul is so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Ball against Morant. Driving inside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Paul from about 19 feet. Another one falls for Phoenix.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Morant passes to Bain. And Morant throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
And it's Paul penetrating, and the dunk by Booker.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Bain. Devin Booker picking up that last basket.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Bain with it. Bridges covering. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Phoenix. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And stolen by Ayton. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And whenever Paul lets it go from that area, can you think that it's going to go in? Love his stroke. Pure.
And then Morant slams it in.
And I can say, sort of surprising, he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Paul with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Back to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Jackson dishes to Adams. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Kicks to Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Booker. And too long on the shot. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Bridges kicks to Booker. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 8.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Morant. And Adams with the slam.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Suns leading by 4. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter.
Walking foul call. Desmond Bain. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. He's got 8. Paul outside. Back to Booker. Latrey. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And now that's 11 points for Devin Booker. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Johnson outside. Back to Booker. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Booker. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges outside. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Morant passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Back to Brooks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
That's a foul called on Damian Lee. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies, Brandon Todd.
And that'll do it for the first half. All right, Dave, thank you. And
The Grizzlies, 24. The Suns, 27.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones out there with Williams, and it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. On defense, the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Lee dishes to Shag. And the layup's good off the glass. Shag has got the first basket of the third quarter for Phoenix. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
He kicks to Williams. Pass to Jones. For the lead. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Shag. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Passes to Landale. Here's Shamet. Nailed from three-point land. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Shamet doing what he does best, scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Now here's Jones. He's covered by Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark. Suns leading by 5.
Memphis foul. Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Shamet on the wing. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 7-point Suns lead. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Jones drives in. Yep, that one goes in there. Jones has got his first points of the game. Phoenix has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. There's Shamet, and he dunks it down.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside, Jones. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Shamet. 7 points in the game. Here's Landale. And he recovers it. Williams against Sharic. 5 on the clock. Landale pass to Lee. There's the drive. That one no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Clark into the lane. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jones has got 7 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Out to Lee. The pass to Shamet. Sharic outside. Back to Shamet. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Jones. Pass to Williams. Here's Conchard, covered by Lee. Poked away. It's stolen by Sharic. Now here's Crowder. He's covered closely. Now Shamet. He's got 7. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Good play by Crowder there. He uses that fake, and the defense got fooled a little bit, and then he drew the foul.
And both free throws good from Crowder. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Suns lead by 4. Live from... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Bain, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Booker with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Morant. Johnson with the block. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bain. Johnson, good.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
But Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Well, you know CP3 can get others involved, but when he wants to score, he can do that too.
Morant drives in, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Morant with it, out guarded by Booker, and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow. Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Booker looking around. Ball outside. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. It's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Morant kicks to Adams. Brooks against Bridges. Brooks misses. Phoenix leading by 7. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Johnson with the stop.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Outside for Jackson for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul goes in. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Grant. Paul with the defensive effort. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Took him no time at all on that one. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Ayton against Morant to the middle, and Adams kicks to Jackson to halt the run. Second shot opportunity. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
1:31 left in the game. Here's Paul. Paul's right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. And stolen by Ayton. Paul against Morant. Morant with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And here is Brooks. Morant drives in. And finished off by Morant.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Phoenix.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Paul.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Morant passes to Bing. Over Booker. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Morant kicks to Bane. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Paul with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Johnson. Outside Booker. Drills it from deep.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Russell to pass to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Pure from three-point range.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Outside Paul. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. Stolen by Ayton. Stolen by Russell. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And here's Edwards outside. And Ayton pulls it down. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Now here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup.
He's got the killer instinct. He just wants to attack the rim every single possession.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And Minnesota has possession following the score by Phoenix. Russell, that's good.
And, you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Back to Paul. From deep, Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Russell from outside. The Suns clear it. Outside Johnson. Outside Paul. 1:14 left in the first. And that one drops for him. Paul's got 6 points.
Against close defense, Paul's agility and ball handling is really what makes the difference. Slipping by and able to get the finish.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Here's Towns. Picked by Gobert. From outside the arc. Towns can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Booker, the pass to Paul. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Booker fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Pass to Johnson. Outside for Booker. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Russell from outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. "15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Russell against Paul. He got a piece of it.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Russell against Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 11. Buries it from 3.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Out to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The kick out to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Here's Paul. Offline from the top of the key.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And Booker pulls it down.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Bridges. Outside Booker. 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Here's Prince. Knocks down the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Paul. Booker with a screen on Russell. Outside Paul. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
An incredibly hard guy to guard. Paul has such confidence in his handles. That ball's on the string with him.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Towns passes to Russell. The three is up. Kept alive by Minnesota. It's good on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Russell against Payne. Pass to Shannon. Rebound Minnesota. 17 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. 11 seconds left in the second period. Payne with it. Up in time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns, 31.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies!
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Jalen Noel, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Rivers in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. McDaniels, a screen on Payne. And there's the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Anderson with it, picked up by Šarić. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First personal foul.
And Anderson, no good on that one. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Good on the bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Anderson, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Payne, pass to Crowder. Pass to Šarić. Second chance shot. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Noel. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns leading. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From deep. And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Down low. Here's Noel. Got a hand on it. Now here's Sharic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the basket by Shamet.
And obviously a total team player. Sharic is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Outside McDaniels. Driving to the basket. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Give that one to Jay Crowder. That free throw no good. That one misses. Phoenix has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Payne against McDaniels. It's Shamet on the wing. 10 points for him. Here's Landale, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Here's Rivers. Knocks down the long J. Rivers has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Outside Payne. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Noel, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Crowder, the pass to Sharic. Here's Shamet. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Landale. Banked it in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 13.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Noel. Back to Reed. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the left side wing. And here's Sharic for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Rivers. It's McDaniels on the wing. Fires from deep. That shot off. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in a good situation, up by 30. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime drop in there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Phoenix, Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Payne, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at the center position. 5 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Reed, and the layup is good off the glass.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Shoots over Saric. Anderson can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to Landale. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Oh, it's stolen. Fires the three to the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 15. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Well, the Suns shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Pulls up on the wing. Johnson finds Paul from about 19, and he knocks the jumper down.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And that one good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Towns for three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
I do not think you can overstate Towns' range. I mean, he takes a tough shot there and makes it look easy.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Out to Bridges. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. The Suns have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. For three, Booker. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Towns for three. They get it back. Gobert. Second chance effort. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Paul. Bridges passes to Paul.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Chris Paul.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Russell finds Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires the three. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Johnson a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 16.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
Booker, good.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Pass to Towns. No good with the triple. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Prince. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's Wall, outside for George. Back to Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
In traffic, around bodies, doesn't matter. John Wall, once he's inside, he's thinking score it.
For three, Booker hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Wall. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wall. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Listen, we are talking about one of the strongest and most physical players at his position. John Wall, give me a little contact, no problem.
The shot by Paul, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Paul passes to Booker. This one for 3. Headshot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Down low. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9" with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
It's stolen by Morris. Leonard inside. He's against Bridges. Here's George. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. The drive by Booker. And the layup is good. Booker's got 5.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
you know what, tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Leonard, and he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3. Bridges with the board. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 5. It's deflected. 11 feet away. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Back to Wall. Clock at 6. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 1:17 left in the first. Booker the pass to Paul. On the wing, Booker. With the drive. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Booker. Over George. And that one goes long.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
The pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Here's Wall. Out to Morris. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Up top, Leonard. Out to Morris. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's George. Over Booker. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Clippers.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Suns, the small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
Ball right side. To the paint, Paul George with the steal. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And it's Wall in the corner. George up top. And it's George finishing it off.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
He dishes it to Morris. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Wall passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Looking to end the run. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Chris Paul. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Ball passes to George. Out to Morris. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got 9.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Ball against Wall. Paul dishes to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Takes a step back. Here's Wall. Paul with the steal. Bridges passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Zubac trying to break loose. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Paul left side. In the corner, it's Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
4 on the shot clock. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Wall kicks to Morris. Nobody near George. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 8. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
Both free throws good from Bridges. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Up top, Leonard. He's got 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bridges kicks to Paul. Goes back up. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ayton.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Wall finds Leonard. Now George. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George leading, no doubt. Nice finish.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Back to Paul. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Los Angeles on top. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following.
21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3. Kennard with the ball. Takes a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Kennard's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
Well, he did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
And Phoenix turns it over again. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Clippers leading by 6. Powell the pass to Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Clippers. Shamet tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Jackson has the open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
Charge just screen on Jackson. Shamet, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
From outside the arc, and that one's good. Shamet's got 6.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Batum finds Kennard. A 3-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 9. Crowder the pass to Šarić. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Šarić. Shamet on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Here's Shamet. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Kennard's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Shamet with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Batum grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Kennard kicks to Covington. Into the lane. And the dunk by Covington.
How about the athleticism of Robert Covington? Go ahead, make easy work of it.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Jackson. Now, here's Shamet. He's got 9. This is to Šarić. And a missed layup.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Powell, the pass to Jackson. Outside, Covington. The dish to Batum. It's Powell on the wing. Good on the triple. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Out to Šarić. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. Powell dishes to Batum. Kennard for three. That shot is off. The Suns have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. I'm Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
It's really clear to me that Marcus Morris has an unshakable belief in his ability to score at will.
Paul outside. Passes it to Johnson. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Over in the corner, Zubats. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Misses the 3. Suns trail by 11. And here's Booker from the arc. Got a piece of it. And Zubats picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker against George.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Out to Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bridges with the steal. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the basket by Johnson.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Wall against Paul. And Wall kicks to George. Pass to Zubats. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. Ball passes to Zubats. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. George against Booker. The pass to Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns trail by 7. Paul outside.
2 minutes.
Feeds it to Ayton. Johnson, a wide open look. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And George, here we go. And the rejection by Ayton. Johnson, that's for 2. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Leonard kicks to George. to the left side wing. Morris outside. Back to George. Outside Leonard. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Tries it from 19. That one wide left. Clippers leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Marcus Morris.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Wall finds Morris. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 10. Bridges misses. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now Wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hope, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Paul. For 3, Booker sends it home from three-point land.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Moran against Paul. Pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Paul against Morant. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Paul with it. Checked by Brooks. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Over Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Now Morant. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Bain against Booker. 3-pointer. And the Suns get another 3.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
That free throw good from Booker. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Showing off that vert, Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. From the top of the key, he buries it. Booker's got 10.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
A good look from Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Bridges, left side. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Paul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Shooting for Memphis. John Morant.
Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Here he goes. And the basket is good. 12 points for him.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Up top, Morant. Pass to Adams. Soft touch off the glass.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Paul. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Banked it in off the glass.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Morant against Paul. Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 16 points.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Lets it fly. That one is off.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And about Brooks. Whoa! Wow!
Okay, that's all it's done.
That's what they came for.
Wow. Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Now here's Paul. Puts up a 3. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Paul. He's got 15.
Guys, it's ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Paul against Morant. There's the screen by Johnson. The drive by Paul. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Morant against Paul. And again, it's Ja Morant. Morant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Paul. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And Phoenix has possession. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Paul against Moran. A minute 53 left in the first half of this one. 6 to shoot. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Outside Paul. On the take. Pass to Aiden. Over Adams. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Moran. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
The kick out to Johnson. The three. Here's Ayton. That shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Jackson finds Adams. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. Going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. Booker can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
And so it's Memphis. They lead by 11 as the...
Your Suns, 29. The Grizzlies, 40.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Danny Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Here's Shaman. To the middle. Here's Landale, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Jones. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Conchar. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 13. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Phoenix foul. Landry Shaman. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Clark, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. He shoots. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Konchar's got 4 points this quarter.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Crowder. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Jones. Pass to Konchar. Here's Green. Covered by Crowder. Here's Jones. Outside, Green. Here's Konchar. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Konchar's got 7 points in the game. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Coming off a Suns make. Here's Konchar. And it's Memphis with another. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. To the inside. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Konchar. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. From deep 3-point range. On the attack, Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Jones. Following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Konchar. Back to Jones. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 21. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Landale. Clark covers. And Landale gets it to go. Give him 8 points now.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Jones from outside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Here's Shamet. Top of the key jumper, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And the lob disrupted, not to be. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game. This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And stolen by Bridges. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Adams. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
There's Jackson with the three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the basket by Bridges.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Morant against Paul. And then Morant with the jam.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Booker against Morant. Booker, the pass to Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And stolen by Bain. Adams, the pass to Bain. Outside for Morant. Paul with a steal. Booker with it. Guarded by Morant. Tipped. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Outside Morant. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded by Bridges. Outside Morant. Just 4 to shoot. This one for 3. The Suns clear it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Right side Bain. Back to Morant. Shoots over Paul. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And so it's Memphis with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Jackson. Booker no good. Morant with it. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to do.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Russell finds Towns. Out to Russell. Left side, Edwards. It's stolen by Johnson. It's stolen by Gobert. Russell with it. Bridges covering. It's Edwards on the wing. He dishes it to Prince. That one doesn't go. Good D by Booker.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Russell following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Paul against Russell. Booker in the corner. Sinks the triple.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here is Russell. Gobert trying to get open, and Russell gets it to go.
Well, that's nice coordination, as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Here's Ayton. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Russell. Passes it to Gobert. To the wing right side. Towns for 3. The putback, and it's Devin Booker with the rebound. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 5 points so far. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Russell. And he drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
Ayton in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Gobert with the block. Russell with it. Outside, Towns. From deep three-point range. Russell against Paul. Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. And it's in there. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Paul, and he makes that one. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Russell passes to Prince. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Suns leading by 3. Paul left side. On the wing, Johnson. To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw this game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Paul with the steal. Kicks it to Booker. Back to Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
Not much more you could say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Both free throws good from Paul.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to it.
And please give a big round of applause for your
enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for Minnesota, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the three. Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Now Edwards, after Rudy Gobert missing on that last three-pointer. The drive by Paul. Capitalizes off the crossover. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Russell from deep three-point territory. No good on the triple. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Booker with it. Now defended by Gobert.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Johnson the screen. Takes it out to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Paul with the three. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 5. And taken away by Paul. Driving in. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Russell inside. Working on Booker. Outside Edwards. That's a 2 from Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker inside. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Off target with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Prince with it. He's picked up by Paul. Prince, the pass to Towns. Gobert dishes to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
1:41 left in the second quarter. The shot's good from Paul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. 56 seconds left in the first half. Paul outside. Booker outside. Here's the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Now he has 7. Drives to the hoop. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Johnson with some nice D. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards with it. Bridges covering. Prince wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The drive by Paul. Ayton kicks to Johnson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under
the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Suns 30. The Timberwolves 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the three by Minnesota. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. And rebounded by McDaniels. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Charge inside. Working on Anderson. Lee outside. In the corner. Shamet with it. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Rivers. And Lee pulls it down.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here's Shamet. There's the pass to Landale. Anderson against Saric. Reed with the block.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. With the step back. Pass to McDaniels. There's the three. Saric grabs the board. Suns have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And he stays with it. Lee outside. He kicks to Saric. Lee outside. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Timberwolves ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Rivers gets a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota. Suns trailing.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that, for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
Shamet kicks to Lee. Here's Saric. Reed with the block. And they'll get another chance. Outside Crowder.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Very pretty alley layup. Landale's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's off from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out to Lee. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The Suns shooting here about 46% for the game. And Crowder slams it in.
Anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
1:02 left in the third. Rivers kicks to McDaniel. No good on the three. The Suns leading. Lee passes to Landale. For three. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Noel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here is Shamet. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Shamet with it. Now by Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul.
Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for Phoenix.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 17 seconds left in the third. Lee against Edwards. And there's...
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 4.
And please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Russell with it. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Paul outside. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Gobert the pass to Towns. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Edwards against Booker. Edwards drives in. Outside Russell. Outside Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Ayton in the corner. On the wing, Bridges. Johnson outside. And right on target. Good. And the Suns lead by 5. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside, Towns. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix leading by 5. Now here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. With 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Russell missing.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Fires the 3. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. 5 to shoot. Bridges misses. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Paul looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3. The shot will not fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Pass to Booker. Buck 3. Johnson finds Paul. Gobert with the block. And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Johnson wide open. He fires. And that misses badly. Air ball. Here's Towns. And the call. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion, the rule stands. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. We told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 5 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and put for some missing.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
I don't know if fouling Booker is ever a good idea. I mean, he is a great free throw shooter, and he's made for these moments.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Here's Russell with the 3. Misses the tray. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to...
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers.
Well, you you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Wall. And stolen by Bridges. A good look from Johnson. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
George's shot is off.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Wall against Paul. Down low, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Paul following the score by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
George finds Wall. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Back to George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Paul passes to Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Paul against Wall. Right side Paul. Outside Booker. Jacks up a three. Paul George pulls down the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The Clippers in the lead.
2 minutes.
Leonard passes to George. And Booker pulls it down. George with a steal. That one goes. Count it.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. For three, Booker. They get it again.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Wall. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. Back to George. Out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. That doesn't go either for George. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Paul. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Johnson. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. George passes to Zubats. Back to George. Up and in on the layup. George has got 6.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside Paul. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
George, a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
3-point field.
9 points in the game.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Wall, pass to Leonard. Morris against Johnson. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Leonard. Morris has got his first point.
you